It's been a season of fires over the December period. Yes, we had the devastating Simonstown fire, which damaged some homes and a heck of a lot of vegetation, but also we had a number of informal settlement fires around Cape Town, from Seawinds to the Noon, Philippi, Wallerstein. More than 1,000 people being affected by informal settlement fires just over the last few weeks. But I recall the Christmas Eve fire in Seawinds, the Hillview informal settlement, something like 80 homes destroyed, left 400 people displaced. Nadia Satarien is a PR councillor for the city of Cape Town, does a bit of work in the Hillview area in Seawinds. Since Christmas Eve, there was plenty of concern, of course, about the timing of the year, people preparing for Christmas. But now we're dealing with the reality of people trying to get their lives back in order to confront 2024. And, of course, children who need the school clothes to get to school when schools open next week. Has there been any movement in Hillview over the last few weeks? Nadia, good morning.
Morning, Lisa. Movement? No. I would say no. The reason for that is there is no clear indication as to when the structures will come. There is no clear indication as to when the power will be restored. And up until today, there is not sufficient sanitation facilities for them. Our people are still waiting. And yeah, that's it. It's just a waiting game right now.
So where have people been housed, have been living for the last, more than 2 weeks now?
So there was four spaces, of which two is churches, that was housing people. Then there were individuals that was going from one house to another, depending on the night and asking here and there. I know of 2 or 3 families that actually slept outside as well.
And you're saying that the city has not provided any, what they're called there? They're called the units or the structures, the materials used to try and build some form of rudimentary structure. You're saying the city has not provided residents with that.
So the city apparently no longer provides building material to
starter
fire
kits
victims.
Is what they're called.
Starter kits, fire kits, correct. None of those gets provided by the city anymore. According to them, it has been taken over by National. The sad thing is, and through my experience with this fire, there are certain NPOs that does it and certain that does not do it. So the system that they have in place is not a fair system. It's not an immediate relief system to the victims of fire, especially in this situation. If you look at Hillview's fire, over 130 structures were damaged. That is approximately 650 people. If you're looking at numbers exactly, if we're taking into consideration how many kids they have. There's nothing. We can speak of the food and the clothing that they received. These people want to know, when can they carry on living? Now, disaster management has 2 phases. It's your pre-phase and your re-phase. Pre-phase, you know what, I do not believe that the city was prepared for this fire season. Because number one, Hillview waited for more than an hour for a fire truck. And when 3 fire trucks did come, 1 or 2 of the fire trucks had no water in anymore. Then there was a fire hydrant issue as well. The re-phase, which is the rehabilitation, getting things back to normalcy, the only normalcy that took place is those that can rebuild have started rebuilding. The others still are waiting.
And very quickly, how much does it cost to start to rebuild? How much do pieces of wood and corrugated iron sheets cost to rebuild some sort of rudimentary shelter?
Just over 15,000.
Wow.
If we're looking at rand figures. I mean, most of these people has used burnt up materials that they found. So it's not like these shacks are livable, but they are living in it.
Nadia Satarien, she's a PR councillor in the Seawinds Hillview area. Really appreciate your time.